You guys ever buy a rental property thinking, this is it, I'm about to start my real estate empire, and then it turns into a full-time job you never applied for? Yeah, welcome to my empire, or as I like to call it, the house that never sleeps, never dries, and always finds new ways to humble me. This property has been giving me a headache since day one. I mean, literally, the first day that I moved in, a hurricane struck 2 days later, and that took about a year before I was able to fix the property to get it rent ready. Needless to say, that came with plenty of stress and anxiety. And right now, we're back at it again. Round 3 of water versus me. Every time I fix something, something else breaks. It's like I'm playing whack-a-mole with home repairs, except the moles cost me thousands of dollars. These are some videos that the tenant sent me last month. The funny thing is that I had a contractor work on that door the month prior. We're still currently actively working on this service call, but I think when I go back in a couple of days, we should be able to finish everything up. So here's the situation. Water, again, coming into the house for the third time this year. At this point, I'm convinced the water just moved in. It pays no rent, it doesn't help to clean, it just shows up uninvited every couple of months like an old ex who can't take a hint. You know what's wild though? Every time I think, all right, we finally fixed it, it rains and boom, Niagara Falls, living room edition. I swear this house has its own microclimate. Even my contractor hates coming here because everything about this house is just weird. The tenant just sends me this video and he's like, hey, it's happening again. And I'm just sitting here like I'm watching a horror movie that I've already seen, except I'm the one that's financing the sequel. I've fixed the roof, I've sealed the walls, I've patched everything that I could possibly patch. And at this point, I've tried more waterproofing products than the average boat manufacturer. You'd think I'm prepping this house to survive a hurricane and the apocalypse. See, when I first bought this place, I was hyped. I'm not gonna lie. I had the spreadsheets, I had the numbers making sense, cash flow looked solid. You know that feeling when you're thinking, yes, I finally cracked the code. Yeah, that was me. And then reality hit. Because what the spreadsheets don't tell you is how it feels to get those late night texts from a tenant saying, hey, you might want to come by because the floor's making a splash again. Now, don't get me wrong. My tenants here are pretty chill, and I do appreciate that because it's made this whole process a whole lot easier. But it's tough. Every time I fix something, it's like the house says, hey, cute effort. Here's a new problem. 1 week it's the roof, next week it's termites. Then somehow water finds a new entry point that I didn't even know existed. Like right here, this clip says it all. That's not a leak, that's art. I've tried so many different water sealants on this roof and I can't get that stain to go away. It just always keeps coming back no matter how many times I try to get rid of it. It's like sometimes I'll try a new different product and it'll go away for about maybe a month or two, and then next thing I know it just comes right back. Like, surprise. I keep thinking, maybe this house is trying to teach me something. Patience, persistence, or maybe it's just testing how far I can stretch a Home Depot credit card. But here's the truth. I'm still working on it. I'm not giving up. I've come too far with this property to walk away now. I've learned more from this one house than from all the passive videos on YouTube combined, because this isn't passive. This is real estate. The kind where you get dirty, you get frustrated, you question all of your life choices, and then you show up the next morning with a tool bag and a cup of coffee. That's what they don't tell you about real estate. Yeah, there's potential. Yeah, there's money. But there's also stress, surprises, and a constant reminder that things break at the most unfortunate times. And honestly, it's those breakdowns that build you up. That's what forces you to learn. So what's the plan now? I'm still working on getting this house sealed up once and for all. I've got the contractor lined up, and I'm hoping this time we finally stop the leaks for good. Will it work? We'll find out together. And if it doesn't, then you'll probably see me back here making another video called Water Intrusion, the 4th sequel. But here's the takeaway. Owning property and being a small-time landlord and real estate investor, it's not about perfection. It's about perseverance. It's about learning to laugh when things go wrong and knowing that every problem you solve makes you better for the next one. This house has tested me, no doubt, but it's also made me sharper. It's taught me how to manage, how to adapt, and most importantly, how to keep moving forward even when things leak, break, or flat out refuse to cooperate. So yeah, this property might not be the dream rental that I imagined, at least not yet, but I'm not done. I'm still working on it, still learning, still building my foundation one headache at a time, because one day I'm gonna look back at this house, the one that drove me crazy, and realize that that was the property that built me. Until then, I'll be here, fighting leaks, fixing walls, and praying for dry weather. Stay tuned. The saga continues.